It's working.
Hello. My question actually is for Gillian, and it's not X-Files related, sorry. What's the status on the speed of light? And I love you.
It's a work in progress. It's a huge burden of guilt on my shoulders, but it'll get there, I promise.
Chris, since the gentleman out there brought it up, Exhibit, and you have Amanda Peet you saw in the trailer, and Billy Connolly, of course. Can you talk a little bit about them and casting them and what brought them to the X-Files?
Yeah, if it hasn't been leaked already, Amanda Peet, an FBI agent, actually a special agent in charge named Dakota Whitney, and Billy Connolly plays a man with very long hair.
Father Joe.
Throughout the years, the X-Files has interacted with a lot of classic science fiction narratives, like the postmodern Prometheus and vampirism. So I'm wondering if there are any kind of personal, maybe narratives that you grew up with in childhood that didn't get to be explored in the show, or maybe just something throughout the years you just kind of wished, you would have had an episode about.
Well, I guess what we're attempting with this movie is a little bit of Dorian Gray, right?
Dorian Gray.
No, not that way. I'm just saying we're trying to stay in the game there. Anyway. Go ahead, Chris.
I always thought that Mulder should, I don't think we ever did this, autoerotic asphyxiation. I thought that might be a good topic for Mulder.
Call it autoerotic asphyxiation. Is that kind of a
Maybe except for
I was going to Mulder was going to die.
yeah, except for
Chris?
I can't think of anything offhand that we didn't do that we would have liked to have done. Although I had still a list of ideas written in a drawer somewhere. So there were lots, I think, more X-Files to make, but I think we ended the show right about the right time. It was there was a big change in the country after 9/11, and I think now coming back, things have settled a little bit. I hope that the mood is right and the appetite is right as well.
All right, my question was, from what I've heard, this is going to be more Monster of the Week format than with the actual arc, and I was wondering why you guys chose to go in that direction.
We chose, when we did the first movie, we had an ongoing TV series, so we had to be true to the series and the mythology arc, and so that movie functioned as actually sort of a big version of the television series. We didn't have that problem this time, so we have a chance to do what I would consider to be a really big screen standalone movie. And while you can call it a Monster of the Week, I hope it stands the test of the movie-going experience and just is a really good movie.
I have a question for David. You were able to almost achieve a PhD and become extremely famous. And I just want to know...
Which is harder?
Actually, I wanted words of advice.
how to be famous and have a PhD.
No, just to keep it going.
This is my question. I'm sorry. Advice on?
What kept you going? I mean, to make such a huge leap.
Well, it's faith, really. It's just intuition and instinct and following your gut. You know, if you believe in if you believe that you can do something, this is going to sound inspirational in a way that I don't want to be. Because for me it was just a feeling that this was an avenue that I wanted to go down, and then the avenue kept on going, you know, so I would just say, you know, listen, yes, it's inspirational, isn't it? It's just listen to those voices that you no doubt have in your head, you know? You have to listen to all of them, you know, and try to find, try to follow them. I mean, it's really, I'm being sincere here.
Hi, one of my very many favorite episodes of the X-Files was the one that was actually directed by Gillian. I was just wondering if you could describe the experience of directing it.
It was incredibly exhilarating. I felt very fortunate at the time that I don't even know how I ended up doing that. Just the course of events that led to that happening are lost to me now. But I did, I enjoyed it tremendously, I felt. I felt like it was something that I definitely wanted to do again at some point. Without going on and on and on about it, I don't know how to answer that question, but it was thrilling. It was a wonderful experience. Thank you.
All right, well, first of all, like everyone else, I'd like to thank you guys for being here, because it's so awesome and exciting that you're here. But my question is for David and Gillian. I was wondering if you guys, over the course of 9 years and 2 movies, if you had like a favorite scene that you remember doing that just really stuck out in your mind, something that you really enjoyed.
Favorite scene?
Yeah, that you remember filming.
One of my favorite episodes is Bad Blood. I talk about it all the time. It's probably just because it's the only one that I remember. I
loves Bad Blood. Every day it's Bad Blood, Bad Blood. It's like, oh, remember that from Bad Blood? Why? Why?
I just thought that we were in a really good place, and I thought that the script was great, and we were just really in a really good place with our back and forth, and it was kind of like, you know, the premise was it was our each of our ideas of what had taken place in an event, and so I got to stay, but we both got to play play the other person's perception of ourselves. It was incredibly moody and bitchy and in a bad mood, and David was going on and on and on. And it was just fun.
You guys, this question is for all of you guys. A lot of shows, when they end, the actors and the creators are just done with the show and the characters. Did it take like a group effort from you guys, or was it a thing where you guys were all on board but waiting for the execs to green light?
I'll tell you why this movie was made. It was made because of him, because of these two people who wanted to make it, and David was particularly inspirational. Fox came to us very early on.